Hi, this is John from Boxing Focus, and I just posted a bunch of videos having recorded them with a muted microphone. That was clever. Right now, time's really short. So, very quickly, Paul Smith, Arthur Abraham. The question coming out of the first fight was, is that the best that Paul Smith could have performed, and did Arthur Abraham take him lightly? And I think the answer to those is yes, but there's also another question, and that is Arthur Abraham firmly on the slide? He's 34, he's at the end of his career, or close towards the end, and how much does he have left in the tank? Because he's had a lot of world title fights, he's had a lot of tough fights, he's fought many top fighters. I don't think he's got that much left. However, Paul Smith, he's only really stepped up when he's 32 years old now, and fighters that don't tend to step up until quite late like that don't tend to be that great in general. This is not a template. Martinez stepped up very late in his career, but I don't think Paul Smith is the kind of athletic talent that Sergio Martinez is. Even though he does have the physical advantages in this fight, he's taller, longer, younger and fresher, certainly less miles on the clock. Unfortunately, I think Abraham's just, I think he did take him a bit lightly, and he's got enough in the tank to put on one last show, although I don't really expect Arthur Abraham to beat any more marquee fighters in the future. So I think Abraham's going to take this one on points. Paul Smith will come into this fight with more confidence than he did perhaps the first fight, and more self-belief, but confidence is a double-edged sword. As he performed well in the first fight, he will have gained confidence, which will have helped him through the duration of the fight. But he's coming into this fight confident, and if he finds that he's not having success, and if he finds that he's not really denting Arthur Abraham, or Arthur Abraham's doing better than he was in the first fight, that confidence could then sink away, and that would be pretty damaging for him. So don't put too much based on the confidence that Paul Smith will have taken from the first fight. Abraham's problem has always been he's been a bit of a gasser. He's always struggled a bit for stamina, and taken a lot of rounds off, a lot of time off in rounds that he's winning. Tends to fight in bursts and in flurries, but I'm a Brit. I want to see Paul Smith win. I really want to see him win, but I just feel that still fighting in Germany, just another close fight. It's not going to go his way, and I think Arthur Abraham will be 5% better prepared this time. I think if you're honest, they've picked Paul Smith for the first fight because they felt he was a weak option. Just a good easy defence, so they can just do an event and make some money off Arthur Abraham's name, because Arthur Abraham's not going anywhere else in the sport apart from down, and I think Arthur Abraham will come in with the mentality that he would just walk through Paul Smith, and that's not worked out in the first fight. But in this fight, he won't be making such assumptions, and probably will have trained a bit harder and be a bit more focused as a result. So I think this will be the last hurrah for Arthur Abraham, unfortunately for Paul Smith. This is Charlie with Boxing Focus, and a video with sound.